What's up, everybody? It's Gino coming at you to break down UFC Nashville. I'm going to get it done in under 10 minutes, but before I do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Also, we are doing overviews now. I'm not doing Draftkings picks on here anymore. If you want the Draftkings picks, go down, click on my link, go to the DFS Army, become a VIP member. The investment will pay itself back. And also, if you use my promo code DFLGino, you'll get 10% off. That's where you'll find my DraftKings picks, plus Geeks, Eric's, Vince's, Monk's, so much to choose from, domination stations, research stations. I could go on for days, but I put myself on a timeline, so let's go ahead and get rolling. First, we have Rob Font versus Corey Sandhagen. I really like Corey Sandhagen here, but Rob Font is live. Rob Font's got the striking. Corey Sandhagen could come out explosive, put himself in a bad shot, and get his chin cracked, although his chin holds up, which is why I'm going to go ahead and pick Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen outstruck Dillashaw in his split loss, 128 to 110, just to be noted, but the wrestling did get him. I think Sandhagen's better all around, but don't get it twisted. If you got it, your gut telling you, might want to sprinkle a little bit on Font because he could knock him out. Next, this is going to be a dog play for me, and I've got a lot of them this week, actually. So we got Jessica Andrade versus Tatiana Suarez. Suarez is great. She's minus 435. She's 9-0, but she hasn't fought anybody like Andrade. Look at Andrade's work. She's lost to Jan Blanchfield. Other losses are Shevchenko, Namajunas, Sang. All good opponents. She's done things like landed 231 strikes against Lauren Murphy. She was on a 3-fight win streak prior to losing to those girls. In those girls, I mean Jan and Blanchfield. She submitted Lemos. She submitted Calvillo. I just think she's live. At plus 330, yes, please. Let's go ahead. She's one of my favorite dog plays of the card. Probably the biggest dog that I like. Okay, in Checkway versus Dustin Jacoby. A lot of people are liking Dustin Jacoby this week. I'm seeing it, but we're not. I'm not going there. You look at in Checkway, his 3 losses are Negumereanu, Jung, Paul Craig. All credible wins. He's got the wrestling. He's fighting a guy with a 60% takedown defense so he can be taken down. Jacoby was taken down 9 times in a split loss to Kudalaba. He was on an 11-fight win streak prior to his losses, including kickboxing matches. But the thing is, I don't like him. I think in Checkway at minus 140 is a good value. I think he could be minus 160 because he does appear to be the better fighter all around as well because he can match him on the striking and can also get the wrestling. Next, we have Gavin Tucker versus Diego Lopez. Gavin Tucker is plus 110, and I'm going to take him. He took down Billy Q 7 times in his decision win. He has a rear naked choke over Choi and James. He's got the ability to get it done here. Lopez was taken down 4 times in his Evloev loss, and he was outstruck 88 to 37. So at minus 135, no, I mean, I could see where you take it, but for picks purposes, I'm going to go Tucker. And money line purposes, I'll probably play him too, because when I see all these money lines, I just play them all. Alexa Tanner Bozer versus Tanner Bozer. Alexa Kumar. Kamar versus Tanner Bozer. Okay. Tanner Bozer's coming down on a weight cut. He's never showed wrestling before, but he does have KO or ugly wrestling or an ugly decision. He's fighting a not great Kamar, but again, plus 155. Let's attack the value again here. He has been off for 2 years, but he was 0-2. I kind of like the idea of that because he can go to a camp, get better, and I think that's what he did. He does have the explosiveness to land a flying knee, so don't be surprised if he comes out and just puts Bozer out early. Just says, screw it. I'm just going to leave it all out and goes right after Bozer right out the gate. But the pick's going to be Kamar. He can either get it done on decision or knockout. Next, we have Ludovic Klein versus Baja Mondays. We're going to go Baja Mondays. Baja Mondays got a 95% takedown defense. He's got a 48% strike accuracy. He's 5-1, 2 TKO wins, or TKO wins, 1 submission win. He has the striking, but will attack the submission once it gets on the ground. Ludovic Klein can get a takedown here, but if he does, he will find that to be an unwise decision because Baja Mondays will probably submit him. Next, we have Barcelos versus Kyler Phillips. Let's go Barcelos at plus 145. Phillips has never been finished, but you got a Barcelos again who's fought good competition. He's got moderate wrestling, uses level changes, which will complement the striking. He's been finished twice in the career. Umar's the only KO. So I can't even be mad at him for that. Phillips doesn't appear to be that. So I'm going to go ahead and just attack that value again. Next we have Jeremiah Wells versus Carlston Harris. Guess what? Another dog. Carlston Harris is plus 140, 75% takedown defense. He's fighting a Wells who just lacks a credible win, and he's almost minus 200. Wells does have wrestling volume and can get it to the ground. But Harris has wrestling ability and takedown defense. So I think we could get a stalemate, and Harris could land a couple takedowns and ultimately get a decision and surprise him. It'll be interesting to see if Jeremiah Wells gasses out as he gets several round one finishes, gets him out early, and Carlston Harris can just land a decision win through his fatigue in 2 and 3. So I'm going to look at a possible live bet on this. Next, we have Damon Jackson versus Billy Q. Let's go Damon Jackson. Why not? Another dog. Damon Jackson has finished Pat Sabatini, Kamala Kirk, and Bektik. All good wins. He was finished by Ilya Taporia. He's fought good guys, clearly. He took down Charles Rosa 6 times. He's fighting a guy with a 58% takedown defense at plus 140. I like the idea of him being able to get that, and then he can finish either on the feet or submission. Another reason he's a dog to play. So let's go ahead and go Damon Jackson. Next we have Jake Hadley versus Cody Durden. I know a lot of people like Durden, but I'm going to go Hadley. I think Hadley can get a submission. Real simple. If you look at, I like to look at these types of things on top of watching film. Durden where is it at? Yep. I want to make sure I said it right. In 4 of his 5 losses, he has been submitted. Hadley has submission ability. I could see Durden getting it down and then getting himself in a bad spot, or Hadley putting him in a bad spot. Next, we have Woodson versus Bazooka. I've practiced that one before. Let's go ahead and go Woodson. They call him the sniper for a reason. He did beat Terrence McKinney with a flying knee. He looked really bad in that Saldana fight, but, I mean, everybody has bad nights. He does have a submission loss to Juicy J, but this guy is not Juicy J. He won a decision. Denis Bazooka, I've been practicing. I'm just going to keep practicing. Don't kill me if I said it terribly. But he only unstruck his opponent by 10 strikes in his decision win and didn't show any wrestling. So I think this is just one of those ones where he got added late and Woodson takes it to him. Next we have Odi Osborne versus Almabayev. We're going to go ahead and go Almabayev. He's only lost to OVs. He's unknown in the UFC, but impressive on lower promotions. He looks so impressive on film. That's why I'm picking him. I usually do not pick these guys. I usually go with the guy with experience that's been struggling in the UFC. But if you look at Osborne, he's been finished in round 1 in 4 of his 5 losses. This guy cracks chins. It looks like a nice way to enter him into it. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the favorite on this. All right, guys, that's it. Those are all my picks. Again, I highly encourage you, go to the DFS Army. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm going to put that in the description down here. Go to it, join, and I promise you, you'll win. Get in the Discord, download that, talk with us. It's one of the only places that the CEO and one of the best players in the world will talk to you. He'll become your friend. Plus, I'll become your friend, which I already consider you a friend for watching my show. But thanks, guys. Hey, I appreciate it.